such an idiot. There are quite a lot of Christmassy books that I would like to kind of get to in December. Well, it's November right now, so I'm starting now. But there's quite a few books that I want to read sort of around the Christmas period. I've got Kindle Unlimited for 1 month. I got a 1 month free trial. So I'm just going to go through quickly all the books that are on my potentials to read. I probably won't get through all of these, but I'm just going to mention the ones that I want to hopefully get to, or the ones that I'm picking from. So the first one is actually one that I'm currently reading at the minute, and that is The Christmas Book Club by Sarah Morgan. And this one's my book club pick for this month with my book club. So I've been reading this quite a bit. I'm about here, so I'm quite a far way into it. I'm over halfway, and this book follows three friends. They go on a book club thing together each year. They're like sort of around the age of 40 kind of age, and yeah, they go on a book club meeting every year, just the three of them, to kind of catch up, discuss books, and they've been doing it for years now. And this year they're meeting up around Christmas at this inn called the Maple Sugar Inn. That's it. The book's told from 4 different point of views. It's told from third person, but it's kind of following their different point of views. So the 3 friends and also the girl that runs the inn. And then you'll find out later on that the girl that runs the inn, her story kind of links in with some of the other girls in the friendship group's story, and it's sort of just going through that. It's sort of a book about family, friendship and things like that. So it's just a really cute, cozy read. I am enjoying it. It's quite a slow book, like I feel like it's quite slow. Some of the chapters are quite long, but overall I am enjoying it. It's a very cute read. So I'm currently reading that one. And I also wanted to read hey Loki. Earlier on in the year, at the beginning of the year I think it was, there was some mini novellas released which were from like Abby Jimenez and loads of popular romance authors like that, and they were like little mini stories based around Valentine's Day, like little meet cutes, and they brought out with some different romance authors, some like Christmassy ones. I think it's called the Under the Mistletoe collection or something. So I've read the first one, which was called, I've just got my Goodreads up because I forgot what it's called. It was called Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood, and this one I think I gave 3 stars. It was okay, nothing special. I do think the guy in that one was kind of a bit like creepy vibes. I don't know, I just feel like I can imagine him like stalking someone. I don't know, I just kind of got a little bit creepy vibes from him, so wasn't a huge fan. It was okay. I'm currently reading the next one, which is called Merry Ever After, and this is by Tessa Bailey. And I don't really get on with Tessa Bailey's books, but I thought I would read this one anyway. I was thinking, what am I reading while I'm reading this? I've taken a couple clips last night when I was reading it on my Kindle in bed. I can insert them here. Good gravy. Basically, this is just terrible. It's basically just smut, but really terrible. Like, the way things are described are just really terrible, and looking at the Goodreads reviews, lots of people are thinking the same thing. Like, the way that things are described, the things they're saying to each other are just really cringy and terrible. Like, oh, I don't know. No, not a fan. I've literally got about 10 pages left of this, if that, so I'll probably finish that with my lunch, but not enjoying that one. It would probably be like a 1 or a 2 stars. And now getting on to the ones that I either haven't started or ones that I just might want to get to soon. So I want to get to obviously the other 3 in this Meet Cute series, the Under the Mistletoe collection, sorry. I want to get to the other ones, and they are All by My Elf, which is by Olivia Dade, Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandria Bellefleur, and Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. And I've not read anything at all ever by any of those authors. I've not actually heard of them before, so it'd be quite interesting to get a little taste into their writing style and see what those ones are like. But hopefully those ones are better than the first 2, because I'm not really impressed so far. A few other ones that I might want to get to is My December Darling by Lauren Asher, which I think is a little novella, Christmas novella that came out this year, and that's on Kindle Unlimited. And then there's also How My Neighbour Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn as well, which I think is like, I don't know if it's a short story or a novella, I'm not too sure. Oh, neither. It's 480 pages, so I don't know if I will get to that one or not, but that one's on my maybe list anyway. And the only other option is One Day in December by Josie Silver, and this one I've heard quite a few good things about. Apparently it's sort of like reminiscent of One Day by, can't remember, hello? But I can't remember who it's by now, but they made the TV series about it on Netflix. sort of reminiscent of that, but it's like a Christmas book. I don't own this book on Kindle, and it's not on Kindle Unlimited, and don't own this book physically either. So I'm hoping that when the December Kindle monthly deals come out, this one will come up for 99p, but we will see. So that one's a maybe, depending on if it's on offer or not in December. So anyway, they are the books that I'm hoping to sort of read in this vlog. And just put up our Christmas decorations soon and just get really Christmassy, hopefully, because I'm not in a Christmassy mood at all at the moment. I don't feel like Christmas is coming up, so I'm trying to like get a little bit more into the Christmas mood, to be honest. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm working from home today, I'm going to listen to the audiobook of the next Meet Cute book. Not Meet Cute book, why do I want to keep calling it that? Under the Mistletoe collection. So I'm going to, yeah, download the audiobooks because they're free with the Kindle Unlimited thing as well, and hopefully these ones are better than the first two. Just know, probably like 1.5 stars for that. I did not enjoy it. I am absolutely knackered. I've just got back from town. I walked into town this morning to get a few bits and bobs, but didn't end up getting everything I needed, and I'm just knackered now. But I did buy some books, so I thought I'll just show you what I bought. I bought 2 beauty blenders using my Boots points because I need some more because my other one's really disgusting and gross. It was a pack of 2 for £12.50, or 2 of these for £9.50, like together. So I was like, well, I might as well buy 2 separate and you're saving money. So anyway, I'm not really meant to be buying any books or anything, but I got these for, I think it was like £11 for all of them all together, so not bad, and I paid cash. And girl math is, when you pay cash, they're free. So I technically got all these for free. Never Lie by Frida McFadden, because this was a really, really good book. I did really enjoy it, but I don't own it, so I got that one. I want to get my mum to read it. And then I also got The Paris Daughter by Kristin Hannah, because I really wanted to read some books by Kristin Hannah because I've heard they're just really, really good. They're all mostly, well, they're all historical fiction, and they're usually like tear-jerkers and like pull on your heartstrings and stuff. And I'm actually learning that I quite like historical fiction, which is something that I never thought I'd be into, but I actually quite enjoy it because I just find it quite interesting. And I find it interesting how like different things were back then compared to how they are now, and just like learning along with the book. So you kind of learn things about the past, about history and stuff as you go. And then the used bookshop that I go to, I traded in some books, so I had some tickets to use. So when you have tickets to use, you then get money off books that you buy there. So I picked up The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell, which is one that I don't own by her and I haven't read. And I have most of Lisa Jewell's books, but I haven't got this one, and I've heard this one's really, really good. So I saw this in there and I had to pick it up. And then I also got So Lucky by Dawn Porter. I've read something by Dawn. Can you stop it? Low-key playing with my little tripod thingy. Yeah, I got So Lucky by Dawn Porter. I've read something by her in the past. Can't actually remember what book it was, but I remember really, really enjoying it. So I thought it was quite funny, but really good. So I thought I'd pick this one up to read something else by her. And then I also picked up Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, which I've heard loads about on BookTube and BookTok and stuff like that. It was really popular at one point in time, and I just want to read it. So I saw it there, had to pick it up. So that's definitely all the books I'm buying for quite a long time, because I need to go on a book buying ban, because I've just got loads of books to get through, and obviously I'm having a baby. I'm going to have less time on my hands to read. Baby is due in March. Liv, what the hell was that about? So basically, I just won't have as much time to read. So I want to try and get as much reading done as I can before the baby arrives. I'm such an idiot. I've just taken the labels off of the books, and The Paris Daughter is actually by Kristen Harmel, not Kristin Hannah. So it's not by the author that I thought it was gonna be, that it was by. But I've just looked up on Goodreads, and this actually has really good reviews anyway. So doesn't really matter. But it's because the price label was over the top of the surname. So I just saw H.A. so I thought Kristin Hannah. But no, it's not actually by Kristin Hannah. Quite a lot to catch you up on because I have actually finished. It's been like, I think it's been like a week since I said anything in this vlog before, but I have finished the Christmas Book Club by Sarah Morgan, and I did actually really enjoy this, but I feel like it's nothing special. Like, it's nothing that I would like go crazy about, and to be honest I'll probably forget about this completely in a few weeks time. Like, it's one of those, but it was a very cozy, cute book, and it made quite a change to read a Christmassy book which wasn't based around the romance. This was mostly based around, well, there was a couple of romances in it, but also just mostly focused on like family dynamics, friendships, jobs, where you are in life, like what you want out of life, that sort of thing. And I think it was just quite refreshing to have something a little bit different for a Christmassy kind of read. So I did actually enjoy this. I gave it a 3.75 stars, so I did enjoy that one. Then I've made some notes on my phone because I've read a few of the novellas since. So I've read all of the novellas except the last one, which I have DNF'd. So I don't know, I can't remember if I said to you what I rated the first one, but it was Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. I gave it 2.5 stars, it was alright. Then it was Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey. I think I was reading this one last time I updated you, and this one was not great. It was, the sexual scenes were questionable, like it was just interesting, like no, wasn't for me. I gave it a 1.5. The next one was All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. This one I think I listened to by audio, and I gave it 2.5 stars. Again, it was alright, but the thing is, I was starting to realise that all of these novellas in this collection, they're very, the first like half of the novellas are okay, and then the second half is just all smut, and I don't want that out of a little novella. Like, I wanted like a cute little meet cute, like a Christmassy kind of thing to give me some Christmas vibes. None of these are giving me Christmas vibes either. They're just set around Christmas time, I suppose, but none of them really have that Christmassy vibes, so it's not really what I wanted out of them. And then I read Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandria Bellfleur. And again, this one followed the same kind of pattern. The first half was alright, and then the second half was just complete like sexual scenes, and it's just not what I want out of a small little novella, you know? I just wanted something cuter. I wanted a bit more substance. Just wanted a bit more substance basically, and just, yeah, a bit more into their relationship and stuff. Like, obviously, I know it's a short story, it's not going to be that deep. You're not going to have time to get really connected to the characters or anything, but I just feel like they could have made it slightly more emotional, like so they have an emotional connection rather than just all physical in all these novellas, and they're just all so similar in that way. And I just, yeah. I started listening to the last one, can't actually remember what the last one was called, but I can put a picture of it up here. Started listening to this one by audio, and I could tell it was heading the same way, and I was like, I cannot put myself for another one of these, so I DNF'd the last one. Don't like this collection, to be honest. And then I've also been reading on my Kindle. I started My December Darling by Lauren Asher, and this one's set in Lake Wisteria, which I think is where some of her other series are set. So it's sort of set in this small town that some of her other books are written in, but I haven't read those. But anyway, you don't need to read those to read this, because they're completely, I think they're completely separate characters. I don't know, they might appear a little bit in those books, I don't know, but I don't feel like you need to read those to read this. And so far it's okay, you know, it's like a short little story which follows, the main character is called Catalina, and she's gone to this Lake Wisteria for a month for her sister's wedding. Her sister's fiance, who she's marrying, is actually Catalina's ex-boyfriend. And then that guy is called Aidan, and Aidan's best friend is called Luke, and that is the love interest for Catalina in this little book. So there's a little bit of like complicated dynamics going on there already, but it doesn't really affect too much. They did, like, her and her sister's fiance did date, but it wasn't like anything serious, so it's not like too weird. And she's there working for a month because she's a doctor or a nurse or whatever, and then in the new year, just after Christmas and the wedding, she will go home and I think she's going off somewhere else to work or whatever, so she won't be staying there for very long. So she doesn't want to actually start a relationship with this guy called Luke, but they have this chemistry together. They obviously both really like each other, and it's sort of just their little story. It's nothing too special, nothing too deep. I would say, which I wasn't expecting, is there was like mild trigger warnings for NICU babies and baby loss, which I wasn't expecting because I'm currently pregnant, and obviously that was just a little bit like, whoa, I did not really want to read that right now. But anyway, it was only like a very, very short part of the book, but thought I'd quickly mention it in case that is a trigger for you. And also the main male character is called Luke Darling, which is obviously why the book's called My December Darling, but because he's a doctor as well, he's like Dr. Darling. So it seems, you know, a little bit weird. I guess that's quite a normal surname, I suppose. Not that I know anyone with the surname Darling, but I'm pretty sure it's probably quite common. Anyway, I'm about 80% of the way through that, so I'll probably just finish it tonight. It won't take me very long. That'll be done within half an hour or whatever this evening, so then I can give you my final rating for that. But I think it's heading sort of around a 3 stars. It's sort of just a little bit average. Not Christmassy at all though, so far. So I'm hoping there is some kind of Christmassy element at the end, just to kind of make it a Christmas story, because it is based around Christmas, but there's just nothing Christmassy about it so far. I'll catch up with you when I'm done and once I've started my next book. Started reading One Day in December by Josie Silver, and this book so far, it's taking a little while for me to get into, but I think I'm kind of getting there. Ignore how my tree looks like a mess, by the way, because this little rascal, as you can he's probably going to demonstrate now, has been wrecking the tree. So that's been fun. But anyway, I've started the book, and basically this book kind of revolves around 2 people who, they lock eyes at a bus stop, and the girl falls in love with him, which is very unrealistic. I don't think this would really happen unless you're, I don't know, just like an obsessive personality or something. I don't know. I just feel like this isn't very realistic. I just feel like it's not super realistic. Like, I could never lock eyes with someone and you're just in love with them. Like, I don't know. But anyway, she obsesses over him for this whole year. And then eventually, like, I think it's like just over a year later, her best friend introduces her to her new boyfriend. Oh, and funny enough, this new boyfriend of her best friend's is the guy that she's been obsessing over for this whole time. And her friends wants them to spend some time together, like, so that she can get to know her boyfriend and stuff like that. So there's that awkwardness, and it's told from both perspectives of the guy and the girl. So it's quite interesting. So I'm just interested to see what happens, how this... Oh, stop it. See, told you. Stop it. So I am interested to see how this goes, what happens, whether her friend and him breaks up because of them, or if there's going to be some cheating involved. I don't know. So anyway, it's quite interesting. So I'm just going to see how I go. I'm only literally 20% into the book, so I haven't read that much at the moment. I'll update you when I've read a bit more, but I'm hoping I enjoy it. I hope this is a bit more festive than the other books that I've read, because they haven't been very Christmassy. I kind of wanted just something a bit Christmassy, but anyway. This book has quite good reviews, so hopefully it'll be a good one. Also, I just thought I'd randomly show you. I've been doing some Christmas themed colouring, and I was really proud of this page that I did. So I did this, which is Christmas sweets. And I coloured the background in black with like some black marker, and then just coloured in all these sweets, which has taken me ages. Like, each evening I'm just catching up on YouTube videos. And just doing some of this, and I finished it last night, so yeah, not that you probably care, but that's one thing that I've been doing in between my reading. I'm just about to edit a video on my computer, my most recent vlog, which will have already been out by the time you see this, which will be my finishing series I'm in the middle of video, so I'll link that in the description below if you're interested in watching that one. But I'm going to edit that and upload it tomorrow. I just thought I'd give you a quick update, which is One Day in December by Josie Silver, and I am actually really quite enjoying this. I'm getting into it now. I'm about just over 50% of the way through, and I feel like it seems quite different to other romances that I've read, in the sense of it's not typical romance where you know they're going to end up together, because anything could happen in this. Like, I don't know if they can be together because of what they're going through and everything. I'm not sure how this is going to end, whether it's going to be a happy ending or not. But because of what's happening, I'm not sure how this could be a happy ending for every single character. If you've read it, you'll understand what I mean. But it is quite slow, but not in like a bad way. It's not too slow. Like, there is a lot happening still. But yeah, I am enjoying it. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Again, it's not like very Christmassy, but I'm not really minding because I am enjoying this one a lot more than the other types of romances. I think I prefer more like emotional kind of, well, definitely no, I prefer emotional kind of romances rather than the typical rom-com kind of thing. I just prefer more emotion in there, and like just some heartbreak and some stuff like that. I don't know why, I just feel like it just makes the book more interesting, makes it a little bit more gripping. I'll probably update you. The next time I update you will probably be when I finish it, which it's the weekend now, so I'll probably read quite a bit, maybe. I don't know. It depends how much what else I want to do. I'll give you an update once I have finished it and let you know my final thoughts, but so far I'm enjoying it. I have finished One Day in December by Josie Silver, and I must admit I did really enjoy this. Like, I feel like it did get, there was just a lot of like drama and stuff like that, and I figured that I really like drama in romance books. I don't really like, well, I do like sometimes, but it gets a bit repetitive. Romance books that are very formulaic and they just follow the formula of they meet, they have like some conflict and stuff, then they finally get together, then there's a third act breakup, and then there's a happily ever after. That's like a little bit boring sometimes, whereas this book, there was no like structure in that sense. I will say there was a little bit of cheating in this book, but I don't mind it, to be honest. Like, if it's not anything super extreme, like it does cause a bit of drama in the book, which I like. Obviously, cheating in real life, I do not accept at all. That is like, you should never do that. In real life, that's not good at all. And I don't agree with it in any way, shape or form. But in books, it does create drama, which makes the book more interesting. So I didn't mind it. The only thing I will say is I wish we saw a bit more of a connection between the two main characters, Jack and Laurie, because they're meant to be like in love throughout all these years, but I feel like you don't ever get that much time with them, just the two of them, and I don't feel much of a connection when we do. I feel like I needed a little bit more of them together, and just to feel a bit more connection between the two. And also the ending felt quite rushed as well. Like, when I got to the end and it was like acknowledgements and stuff, I was kind of like, hey, hang on, is that it? Like, I expected there to be more, because I was reading it on my Kindle and it said I still had like 40 minutes left of the book, and I was like obviously expecting it to go on a bit more. I just thought the ending was very abrupt and it just needed to be a little bit longer, I feel like, which is not something I'd normally say. Normally I feel like endings of romance books can drag on a bit too much and you're kind of like, okay, I'm done now. But with this one, I do feel like they needed to just be a little bit more at the end, and I just wanted it to be wrapped up a little bit better. Like, I liked the ending, but I just feel it was so quick and so sudden, and then you got nothing after that, and I was just like, yeah, I just feel like it needed a little bit more. But overall, I did really, really enjoy this book, and I do definitely recommend this one. This is probably the best, yeah, this is my favourite book from this reading vlog, and I gave it 4.25 stars. Oh, hi Olive. Yeah, gave it 4.25 stars, so I did really, really enjoy this one. I would definitely recommend it. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a romance book that doesn't follow like the usual kind of formula of romance books. I am going to end the vlog here. This will be my last video up before Christmas, so I hope you have a really great Christmas. I'm really excited for Christmas as always. I just love Christmas time, spending lots of time with family and stuff like that. It's just a really nice time of the year. So I will see you in the new year with some more bookish content. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey baby girl.